Music theory for pipe band drummers. Dynamics equals volume. Within the context of any style of music, dynamics refers to the volume level of individual notes or groups of notes. There are two categories of dynamics: static dynamics and changing dynamics, sometimes known as graduated dynamics. Static dynamics are split into two subcategories: degrees of quiet and degrees of loud. Static dynamics are used either on multiple notes or individual notes. For multiple notes, degrees of quiet are represented by the letter P. This is an abbreviation for the Italian word piano, meaning quiet. The Italian word for loud is forte, which is represented by the letter F. The predecessor to the instrument we know as a piano was called a pianoforte. It was the first keyboard instrument with the ability to play both quiet and loud dynamics. There are three types of quiet dynamics: pianissimo, very quiet; piano, quiet; and mezzo piano, moderately quiet. There are also three levels of loud dynamics: mezzo forte, moderately loud; forte, loud; and fortissimo, very loud. Think of static dynamics as increments on a volume knob. Pianissimo is equivalent to 1, and fortissimo is equivalent to 10. As the volume knob turns from 1 to 10, you pass through what is known as the dynamic range, the difference between the softest and loudest dynamic levels. When using them in a score, static dynamic markings are placed directly underneath the notes on the staff where the specified volume level should begin. Other types of static dynamics are used for individual notes. In pipe band drumming, the most common of these is the accent. The accent indicates an added emphasis when placed over a note head. It is indicated by a horizontal wedge shape above the note. Sometimes, for even more emphasis, a vertical wedge-shaped accent is used, known as a marcato. Within the context of pipe band drumming, static dynamics placed over individual notes can change the feel of the music considerably. In the first bar, dots above the notes are used to indicate a quiet tap that helps to define the rhythm of the rolls. In the second bar, the rolls are played with accents that increase the volume of those taps. In the third bar, marcato accents are used to give the rolls even more punch. When these accents and taps are altered and rearranged, the feel of the drum score also changes. Adding an accent on the backbeat adds to the swing of the bar. Using an accent on the first note accentuates the downbeat. And using a tap, accent, and marcato consecutively provides some musical shape to the bar. The other category of dynamics is called changing dynamics, also known as graduated dynamics. There are two types of changing dynamics. The first type, known by the Italian word crescendo, meaning to become louder, is represented by a symbol made up of two lines joined together at one end and open on the other. This symbol indicates that the volume level should increase. The second type of changing dynamics is known by the Italian word decrescendo, meaning to become quieter. The decrescendo symbol faces the opposite way and indicates that the volume level should decrease. Changing dynamics are most often used to change the volume of a roll sequence, thereby adding some musical variety to the drum score. In the first bar, a crescendo is used. In the second bar, a decrescendo is used to achieve the opposite effect. And in the third bar, a crescendo and decrescendo are combined. Even more musical effects can be achieved when static dynamics and changing dynamics are used simultaneously. The static dynamics aid in determining the dynamic range of each crescendo and decrescendo.